Welcome to Keto on the Couch with Rachel and Joe. Take two.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
Now, if you're new to our channel, welcome.
Yes, welcome to the more than 75 new subscribers who have joined us since the last Keto on the
Actually,
Couch.
it's like over 83 at this point now, but that's another story we'll talk about in a minute. So, now here on Two Crazy Ketos, we like to do different things like recipe videos, we do product reviews, we talk about various keto topics, and then once a week we sit down on the couch for Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives.
Sometimes we do it two times a week.
Yeah, we do.
You can find us on all kinds of different social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And we also have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipe videos. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you're subscribed to our channel.
And if you are subscribed, hit that little bell icon, and that way, every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Yes. So we're joking about take 2 and more than 80 now. So this is take 2 of Keto on the Couch.
Day 2.
It is day 2. It is Saturday
morning.
So in the past, we've always filmed Keto on the Couch on Sundays.
Yeah.
And, you know, as children's pastors, we come home. We've been up since 3 a.m.
We look a little zombie-ish.
Yeah, and last week, to kind of offset all of that stuff and a bunch of things that were going on, we filmed it on Friday, your throat. We filmed it on Friday, and we found we really liked filming it on Friday.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to keep filming it on Friday, but still keep releasing it on Monday. So last night...
we filmed it.
We filmed, and it was a really, really good episode.
Probably way better than what we're doing right now.
Right. And what ended up happening was I stayed up all night. I was like starting to edit the footage. I was doing some other work. And we got to the comments section because we decided, hey, we're going to try to film this in 4K and see like if there's any better quality.
I probably look like a crypt keeper anyway.
No, you actually looked really good. But what ended up happening is half of the file got corrupted. And so we were like, oh my gosh. So Rachel was like half asleep. So I told her, and then like I just set everything back up. And when she woke up this morning, I'm like, we have to film Keto on the Couch again, or at least that part.
And so I, in commemoration of what's going on right now, put on my Cats on the Titanic shirt because it was a catastrophe.
Oh, yeah.
A catastrophe.
So we're going to try to get through this with, like, no edits, and we're going to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm sure you guys are happy that it's shorter.
Yeah.
But I have a bunch of stuff to do today because I sold my grill.
High five.
Yep, I actually sold my grill on OfferUp. I got to meet the guy later today, and I got to go get my new grill because I've already got a bunch of meat that I want to like cook and smoke on it.
I'm on board with that.
But I ended up getting more than I even paid for it.
Thank you, OfferUp.
Yes.
Dude, just try it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
OfferUp is awesome. Just don't meet people like...
No, be safe.
You know, be safe. Like, we're actually fortunate. Like, our local police department will let you meet, like, right there with them. I'm driving with a big, giant grill. For something like this, I would normally let him come to my house, but he's coming from a little bit further away, so I'm going to meet him, like, halfway in Parkland.
But reach out if you want to use OfferUp. Reach out to your local police station and just see, can I use your, police station as just, like, a meetup to transfer goods?
Yeah, I usually...
You're selling legal substances.
A lot of times I'll meet somebody like in our local Walmart because there's a police substation in our local Walmart. So I'll just kind of like meet them right in the entrance. But just if you use OfferUp, it's awesome. Just meet somebody in public.
Just be safe.
Yeah, be safe.
We love you.
So what are we doing today?
Well, what happened this week? Anything new happened this week? I did want to share that I started reading a new book this week.
Okay.
That is wrecking me. So it is Unshakable Trust by Joyce Meyer. And I knew, like, I think I said in a vlog at the beginning of this year that I was going to try to vary up my authors a little bit more.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But she just puts it plain. I just love Joyce Meyer. And this has just been a really good book and, like, forcing me to focus on some stuff.
You're like me. Like, you find an author that you like, and, like, I just want to read every single book from that author. I don't like to read, but there are certain, like, pastor authors and stuff that, like, I get into one of their books, and I'm just like, I got to read them all now.
And you can get her book on Amazon. We can leave a link
I'll leave a link down below
in case you want to read it. But, yeah, it's been a really good book. So, and then the other thing that's new this week is we launched Two Crazy Ketos family group on Facebook.
I am loving that family group because we really want to interact with you guys more, and we're finding that's really cool because you guys are presenting questions and comments and asking each other, and we're getting a little insight to you guys, just kind of putting up like your daily wins and, hey, I did this or I did that, or that kind of stuff. But I'm loving seeing like all of our different subscribers kind of reaching out to people when someone goes like, hey, I got these bones. What do I do with them?
Yeah, what can I do
and
for
other
a recipe?
People are responding.
Yeah, people are talking about, hey, like, what do you pack for lunch? Where are you going, for a restaurant? What do you guys normally order? Just kind of just that community that we were hoping would develop.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that. And it's fun, too. I mean, we talk about silly stuff, too. Because
you
I'm
put
involved.
A blockbuster thing on there.
I'm involved, so we've got to have a little bit of silly. So, but it's just been really fun. So if you are interested in joining the Two Crazy Ketos family group on Facebook, we do have it set where you have to be approved. But because it is a community group and it's your group, we've opened it up so that if you're already on the inside of the group, if somebody requests to come into the group, you can approve it.
Yeah, you may see a thing flash up saying like so-and-so wants to join the group. You have the ability now to approve them so that they don't have to wait for like 24 hours or 36 hours for me to happen to see that little bell notification thing up in the corner if I may miss it or something like that.
In case I go to bed at 5:30
just
in the
kind
evening.
of take a look at them and be like, are they like, are they a stalker? Or more so like, you can usually tell when you look at just somebody and say like, is it just some company or some person who's trying to like splash spam at the group? Because I don't want that for our group either.
Okay, so I want everybody to be really sensitive. If you remember back to that old Saturday Night Live skit where there's like a land shark knocking on someone's door trying to get in, and they're like, I'm just a dolphin, ma'am. You'd be like, no, you're a shark.
Yep.
You can't come in.
Yeah.
I love that. That's one of my favorite skits.
Yeah, but I'm really enjoying that group. I'm enjoying watching all that. Now, along with that, because again, part of our starting that group was to have more access to our subscribers.
Yeah.
And I'm really enjoying like watching our subscribers do all of that. We're also thinking about, but I'm trying to research how to even do this. We were thinking about doing like a once a week live stream, just like 20 or 30 minutes maybe, where we'll cook something for during that time and we'll just answer questions. Like you guys can kind of tune in and answer questions or ask us questions that we can answer and we can kind of have conversations.
Maybe we could have a meal?
Yeah, maybe a meal, like different things, just like almost like a live keto on the couch. But it would be like a live keto on the couch sometimes, maybe a live mukbang, or I don't know how to pronounce it.
I don't know how to say it. Can someone please tell us like
give us
how
like the
to say
phonetic
it?
pronunciation below?
I embarrassed myself so hard in a meeting one time because I didn't know how to say meme, and that is like a big deal. And I actually said may in the meeting and almost got laughed out of the room, and I felt so old in that moment.
Right.
So like help us know exactly how to say that. But yeah, we'd like to do that, but we want to know, is that something you would even want?
Is that something you guys would want? Because I really don't want to do a live stream for one person.
Yeah, like, hey.
And we would probably do it here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because then it would have the ability to then, once it's over, just become
still
another
see
video
it.
for those of you who maybe can't tune in because you're not weird and have like a million jobs like us.
Yeah, right.
Have a normal job.
Exactly. Like normal people.
So let us know down below if that is something that you guys would like to see, and then once we see if it's something that you guys want, we'll try to figure out a day, because we would do it like the same day every single week, maybe like the same time. Then maybe later on we'll just kind of put sporadic ones in.
We are forcing ourselves to get consistent in areas. Do you see that?
We really are.
Thank you for watching Keto on the Couch, because it does make us have to stick to a schedule and do this. Like, I love it.
And speaking of, like, again, thank you.
Yeah.
So we said we're doing 1,000 subscriber box.
And we're almost there. We're so close.
Almost there. And I know it's going to be too late for them, but Smart Cakes today was having a huge Mother's Day sale. I put something on our Facebook group. They were doing like 20% off of all Smart Cakes and free shipping if you spend $50. So that's another $10 off.
Yeah, that makes a big impact.
So I didn't even tell you this, but I ordered some Smart Cakes, and our 1,000 subscriber box is going to include not just this, but it's going to include a whole box of Smart Cakes, not just
Good.
one package. We're
Yeah.
gonna do like 2 packages of every flavor of Smart Cakes.
Good.
So that was part of it, and then we'll have our other stuff in there. But I kind of wanted, we haven't done a giveaway in a while.
Yeah.
So
We're
I want to
getting
do
antsy.
a giveaway in this video to say thank you to you guys. So a little later on in the giveaway, in this video, we're going to tell you what the giveaway is. But this is a good giveaway, so you definitely want to keep watching this. I will give you a hint. This giveaway is worth $50.
Yeah, because we do love you guys, and it's been like, it feels like so long since we've done a giveaway, so we're like, we can't wait. We can't wait for 1,000 subscribers. We got to do one now.
Yep. I did want to say, I was watching Aaron's video on High Fat, High Fun.
He's always going to be 80 keto.
He's always going to be 80 keto. But I was listening to it in the car. Yes, I listen to YouTube in the car. I plug it into my car, and as I'm driving, I love listening to like books and different things where I don't even have to watch the screen. I can just listen to the commentary. But somebody on Instagram gave him 2 tickets for KetoCon to give away.
That is awesome.
So if you're maybe in the Austin area, it doesn't include airline tickets or anything like that, but if you're in the Austin area, if you want to go to KetoCon, go over. I'll leave a link right over here over Rachel's head. Go over to his channel. It's the video where he's reviewing this month's Keto Crate.
Okay.
And enter to win so that maybe you can get yourselves there. I mean, the tickets are $250 to get in.
Yeah.
A piece.
And you'll love his channel if you haven't already watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I love Aaron. I've been watching him since he only had 100 subscribers. We started keto at about the same time, although he actually started filming like his journey. We didn't start doing a video until a year or more after.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and go check out his channel and enter into that giveaway. He's also giving away a Keto Crate.
Speaking of Keto Crate, we haven't got ours yet.
Yes, it's very annoying. So we got our
We
got
kind
our
of
keto
said
box.
that was the reason why, one of the reasons why we were kind of advising doing another different subscription box is because their shipping was erratic.
I want my Keto Crate at the beginning of the month because that is pretty much the only snacks we have other than my bars. But that's kind of our snacks for the month is whatever comes in our crates. And I also want to be able to upload a video for you guys like early in the month because you can a lot of times order if you don't have the subscription, if you hit it early enough, you can kind of go online and be like, I want that one, and you'll still have enough time to get that one.
But if we don't get
I don't get it until 15 days
27th.
later, I mean, so many other YouTubers have already received theirs, but because we're in South Florida, we haven't gotten ours. But that's why I like the Keto Box, though, because the Keto Box, everybody gets it the same. It's priority mail.
Yeah.
So it's coming. We did decide to keep it for a little while. It also helps us amass a little bit more of a snack stash for going to KetoCon. So let's go over food we ate this week. I want to say this. So as food vlogger, keto people, recipe, I don't know what, we are horrible food vloggers.
I'll tell you why. Because when it's time to eat after intermittent fasting, we're ready to eat. And we don't always stop and like take photos like we should.
We don't always stop and take photos of it. And I just cannot get this whole, like, how do you make your food look good in a photo? Like, I'm going to have to talk to Anthony's friend. One of Anthony's friends is way into photography. He's got one friend who's way into videography, who's the one who recommended we get this camera.
Yeah.
And then the other one is way into photography. And it was funny trying to talk to them. I'm like, which camera do I get? And one is telling me, get the Canon. And the other one's saying, get the Sony. And I'm like, okay. And they're going back and forth. Canon stinks, Sony stinks. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go with the video guy and go with the Sony because that's what he was saying. But the camera guy was saying by Canon.
Yeah.
But it's just, I'm going to have him teach me how to like do photos of your food, especially when you have a granite countertop. And we're going to have to invest in some plates that didn't come from the thrift store.
All of our plates come from the thrift store.
Yeah, every plate looks different. That's why you may see that in our photos.
However, yeah, because right now, it looks like when we take a picture, it's as if the lunch lady from the cafeteria at school is taking a picture
throw it on there
of like whatever slop is coming down
I'm just not.
The pike.
I've never been a great photography person. So, but yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, we're horrible because number one, we forget to put pictures up.
We do.
And then the other thing is, I'm sure was looking at like, boy, for people who do recipes, they eat boring, and we do.
We keep it pretty simple.
We keep our food pretty simple. Do a lot of meal prepping, and my meal prepping is I don't waste. Like I hate creating something and then throwing it out. And much to a lot of people's chagrin in the house, it's like if I make broccoli casserole, that broccoli casserole is getting eaten. But the problem is if I make the broccoli casserole and then let's say I make an egg loaf, the broccoli, if we haven't finished the broccoli casserole yet, and then like say 3 days later I make something else.
We're eating the something else first.
Something else is coming first, then the broccoli casserole, I got a nut coming out of my mouth from the dang bar. The broccoli casserole is now like 6-7 days old, and everyone's going like, I don't know if I should eat that. So we tend to eat the same thing every day until it's gone, right? Especially the brisket. Like we'll do brisket, and then we'll have brisket with like a dinner, and then if I make eggs, there'll be like a slice of brisket cut up in the eggs. So
I'm still laughing in my mind because all I can think of is every time I open my mouth, there's a nut coming out. Because I'm a nut.
You are a nut. So yeah, I'm sure we look kind of boring, but we really do. We keep it simple. We do a lot of eggs, a lot of even our salads is go get the box of baby greens and throw some salad dressing on it. Like we're not adding cucumbers or tomatoes or onions or anything to that. The extent of like making that another level salad is putting some Parmesan cheese on top of it, putting a scoop of guacamole, or maybe topping it with some egg or chicken salad. That elevates our salads.
Where I think that we've concentrated our efforts is in getting confident in the way that we prepare our protein. So you've done a lot more smoking, you do a lot of grilling, we use the sous vide.
Yep.
You know, so that kind of thing, we take our time cooking our eggs. So just like the recipe that you had about cooking the egg even low and slow,
right?
We don't rush that. So yes, we're eating eggs, but they always taste kind of restaurant quality because of the way you're cooking them.
Right. Yeah. So we've worked on that, and then having just like some basic things. I think we end up enjoying that.
We do, and I don't know, maybe it's not your experience, but the more like crazy we get, and when we start trying to incorporate a ton of recipes that have like almond flours and coconut flours, and we're trying to do all these substitutions, it almost like weighs down our weight loss journey, right? Like we start to kind of miss some of the things that we've gotten rid of on our diet. So
it can. I mean, and don't get me wrong, we make our recipes. I have my go-to recipes.
Yeah.
Like every week pretty much we're making like the meat layer lasagna. We're always making our broccoli casserole, and then we intersperse some of the other ones. Like we make the chili, but some of the other stuff, like it's kind of more like it's a treat thing.
Yeah.
Because the ones our ones that are go-to are just they're quick, they're easy, they store well.
Yeah.
And then the other ones we're like, you know what? If we're making, say, like I'll make once in a while like stuffed peppers or cabbage rolls or something like that. They take a little bit longer to make. You are upping the carbs a little bit because you're adding in some tomato sauce and that kind of stuff. It's the same thing with pizzas. Like we love the pizzas. We probably only make a pizza once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just because it is a little bit higher on the carb scale. I mean, not that you can't eat it, but again, we try to keep our carbs pretty low at 30 total carbs. But I was thinking, so we did get that glossy pizza sauce. So another video we're going to do this week. I haven't told you about this. We're going to do kind of like a mukbang.
Okay.
We're going to...
If that's the way you say it.
If that's what you say. We're going to make a pizza.
Okay.
On camera and then eat it. And we're going to use that sauce. So it'll
Awesome.
kind of be like a mukbang.
Recipe video?
We've already made all the pizza crusts. But a mukbang, like a sit-down, like keto on the couch kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And a review all in one.
Wow.
So.
That's a lot. That's a
well,
concentrated...
And we'll do the fathead crust because that's the quickest crust to make.
And one of my favorites.
And one of your favorites. So we're going to do that this week.
What we
It'll be a
did,
different type of review.
yeah. I think that we did find a new go-to recipe this week in making that Mexican shredded chicken dish.
I just think it's a go-to recipe because now you can cook something that I don't have to be bothered with.
And it was quick. It was quick. So that was something that we ate this week.
What was really good was that afterward, that night, because Anthony had that day, like, when we would gone to Penn Dutch, he got a sub.
Okay.
And we had a sub that day for lunch because I had a free coupon for a sub. I may have a picture of it. If I do, I'll put it up.
Because they will turn it into a salad.
They'll turn it into a salad, but it was like $5.99, and they came into this like whole giant thing, and they turned it into a salad. So he had that, so when it was dinner time and you made that, he's like, oh, I'm not hungry. Of course, it's Anthony, who eats a lot.
He's a grazer.
And he comes to me about 2 hours later. You were like almost half asleep, and he's like, did Mom really make that?
Was that actually Mom
and I'm like,
doing that?
Yeah, she made that. And he was like, dude, that was awesome. That's probably one of the best things like she's ever made.
Yay! Mom win.
Mom win. So yeah, so we made that. I made burgers.
Yes.
I made meatloaf, which I think we're gonna make a recipe for. So easy that even Rachel can make that.
That meatloaf was good.
Yeah, I have a couple little secrets in it, and it was a stuffed meatloaf. So it was
we got to
really
do that
good.
this week.
I think, I don't know about this week. We've already got 3 other videos planned this week.
I'm too excited. I want to eat that again.
And we got the keto crate coming, so that'll be another video.
Maybe not though. Who knows?
So we had meatloaf. We had the Mexican chicken. We made hamburgers one day. We made wings.
Yes.
So if you've watched our channel for a little while, you know Saturdays has always been a day where we run to Winn-Dixie. They have this deal of stuff the bucket, $10, as many wings as you can get in there, and that's like challenge accepted for me.
Seriously.
But what we found was Sunday mornings we were waking up and just didn't feel optimum.
No.
And I know that like the wings weren't breaded. It's nothing bad like that, but I think
Gotta be the oil.
I think it's the oils they're cooking them in, and so we've kind of taken a break from that to see if there's a difference in us. And so I really wanted wings. So I got wings from Winn-Dixie, not from Winn-Dixie. I got wings from
Penn Dutch.
Penn Dutch because I went into Penn Dutch to get some more chicken thigh because we had so much sauce left over. I was like, oh, I could just like make up some more chicken thigh and throw it in and mix it with that chicken.
You mean the sauce?
The sauce, yeah, but with the chicken that was in the sauce.
It was good.
And they were having like one of those manager's specials, like these have to be sold in the next 3 days.
All of our meat tells us that we're special. All of them. All of them. They're like, you're special.
Well, the wings it was 99 cents a pound for the wings.
That's ridiculous.
Now it is the ones where like the wing, where the flat is connected to the drumette still.
Oh, that always looks weird to me.
And then it's got the little wing tip on it. Would you actually always tell me when I get them you want me to keep the wing tip because it becomes super crispy?
But it looks weird.
It does. But so Anthony and I came home and we cut them all up and then we vacuum sealed them because it ended up being like you ended up getting 30 to 35 wings, like between the drumette and the wing.
Right.
You know, they say a wing when you even look on like online for like what's the nutrition. A wing is the drumette and the flat.
Oh.
When you look like on the nutrition websites
That's
and stuff like
interesting.
so you'll see it says like 110 calories raw because it's both pieces.
Oh, so it's like a 2-for-1.
Right. Now when you go into that's why you'll be like, how is it that MyFitnessPal says a wing is 110 calories raw, but Buffalo Wild Wings says they're 80 calories a piece? Because Buffalo Wild Wings is giving you 2 for what their 1 is.
Right. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay. So, yeah, so we did. We came home and we separated, but we ended up getting like 30 to 35 for $2 or like $2.30.
That is
so I
crazy.
bought every single package that they had like
that doesn't make me
marked
sad.
down. And I mean, I think I spent like $20 and we've got like, I don't even know, like there's 30 wings in each package.
Oh.
Okay. And then I don't even know how many packages I ended up. I think I ended up like at least 10 to 15.
Oh my gracious.
So yeah, there's a few hundred wings in there.
Okay, we're definitely going to have a party now.
Anthony wanted to kill me when I'm like, hey, we got to cut all these up and vacuum seal them because they are like, you got to get them frozen or used within 2 or 3 days. So we had to vacuum seal them and stick them in the freezer.
He's got some good knife skills.
His knife skills put me to shame. It really, really annoys me.
He did take a part-time job as a ninja, though. So that's what happens.
Last night, he actually made those wings, yesterday. He made those wings, and then, I don't know, they were really good flavor, right?
He likes them different than us. We like them super crunchy.
We like them super crunchy. Rachel wants even the inside like chewy. She does not want it like nice and tender and juicy.
When we would get wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, we would bring them home and cook them. That's how like crunchy.
And I would order them extra crispy. So, but yeah, it had incredible flavor. But he likes them like the skin almost raw. That's not my thing.
But you know what I do love? When you go and you start to shop and get these specials and deals, you can kind of like do some culinary adventuring.
Yeah,
and
if he
try
screwed it up,
things.
he was throwing out $2
Not a
instead
big
of like
deal.
screwing up a steak and throwing out $15, $20.
So it's kind of a nice side effect of buying all this food and always kind of having a climate of we're adventuring in the kitchen, because then he's starting to learn how to do that too.
Yeah.
And develop his own tastes.
So do you want to do comments?
Yes.
Is there anything else that we had or anything like that this week?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, let's do comments.
All right.
Okay, so let's start off with Subscriber of the Week.
Subscriber of the Week.
Our Subscriber of the Week this week is coming from our Facebook family group.
Yes.
It is Tara Simpson.
Hi, Tara.
And she's been awesome.
She's
super
really
awesome. And she has been like on our Facebook family group, just blowing it up and just encouraging everyone. So much so I know about as not much about social media as you know about technology.
Not much.
And cooking.
Not much. None. Almost none is what you're saying.
I don't know how all of these things work. It took me a long time even to figure out how to set it up, but evidently, I guess as you participate, you earn badges, and she's already earned a badge for Rising Star because she's just in there just
Tara,
really
you are a rising star.
lifting
You're
people
awesome.
up and giving suggestions. So, got some pictures. We're going to put them up on the screen. Hopefully that's okay with you, Tara, but you did put them on our Facebook group, so.
They're getting shared.
So they're getting shared. She's like, these are taken 1 year apart. I started keto in September 2018. I'm hypothyroid, PCOS, and chronic Lyme. Before keto, the scale only moved up.
That's disheartening.
It literally didn't matter what I ate. When I started keto, boy, that's even like what you went through, right?
Yeah.
When I started keto, I was 50 pounds heavier and eating less than 800 calories a day.
Wow.
The month before I started keto, I averaged 746 calories a day, and I gained 4 pounds.
That'll break your heart right there.
Yeah, it really will. Lyme and thyroid disease has robbed me of my appetite, my energy, and my joy. And thanks to keto, thyroid medicine, and eliminating inflammatory foods to manage Lyme, my energy is back.
Yay!
Depression has lifted, and my
Awesome.
appetite is back.
That's awesome.
I'm not there yet, but at least the scale is moving in the right direction. And most importantly, I feel good for the first time in years.
That is so
That
stinking
is awesome.
awesome.
And that is why we do keto.
Yeah, it is. For those
We
same things, the health benefits.
We stay keto for the health benefits. I am fairly confident knowing what I know now about nutrition and the way my body works that if I went off of keto, which I'm not, but if I went off of keto, I'm pretty confident I wouldn't put all of my weight back on because I would never go back to eating the sugars and all that stuff.
Right.
But just like the health benefits are so worth
You
not
don't want
eating bread,
the
which I
joint
wouldn't
pain.
eat the bread
You don't want
anyway.
the headaches. You don't want all of the other things that came with the arthritis.
Right.
All of that.
I even noticed I used to get the worst allergy attacks. I mean,
Yeah.
Rachel will tell you they were so bad, and I would feel it coming on. It would I'd wake up in the morning, I'd be okay. 10 o'clock, I don't know, my nose is running a little bit. 11 o'clock, I'm getting a little burning. By 12:30, my
He's
nose
done.
has stopped, continuing to run. I would eat bee pollen. I would inject my nose up with stuff. I'd take like 12 Zyrtex, and the only solution was always go to bed,
Wake up when it's
tomorrow
over.
morning, and it'll be over. And I haven't had one, I think, in a year. And I used to get at least one a month.
And that's all of these reasons are
It
good.
may be a coincidence, but it's kind of weird that, I mean, it's been a year.
Yeah.
I mean, so all of those different things.
Tara,
so.
this is awesome. We're so excited for you, and we're happy that like we just get to share your joy, and also we're just so glad you're in our lives.
And thank you for encouraging everybody else, because honestly, those are the things that keep me going. That's what keeps me encouraged. So you're encouraging everybody else.
You're awesome.
That's why you're a rising star.
You are.
So before we do the comments, you want to show them what we're giving away today?
Yes.
So, okay. So again, you guys are awesome. And so we want to say thank you. So we are giving away a $50 Outback gift card.
Yes, we are.
Wait a second. Why are we giving away a $50 Outback gift card?
Because we love you guys. We appreciate you.
Why aren't we using this ourselves?
Well, here's the thing. Not only do we love and appreciate everybody, but one of the frustrations that we've experienced is when someone asks you, hey, where do you want to go for lunch? You're kind of like, I don't know. And you start to like play in your mind, where is it safe for me to go? Where am I going to be able to go someplace and eat?
We were trying to figure that out for Mother's Day, right?
Right.
Like, where do you go?
Where do you go? So we would just like to take that burden off of one subscriber just one day. And if someone comes to you and says, hey, is there anywhere like we can go out to lunch that you can eat someplace? Yes, you know you're going to be able to get a steak, a burger, something at Outback and just have a good day.
Well, you know what the cool thing about a $50 Outback gift card? If you're on keto, pre-keto, that $50 barely covered your meal.
Yeah, because
right? Because you go in there,
onion,
$15 to $20
fries.
for your steak, right? Then you're gonna get your drink. Then you got to get a blooming onion, and if you're Rachel and I,
one each.
We each have to have our own blooming onion.
Because I ain't sharing.
And then you got to get a chocolate thunder from down under.
Obviously.
And then maybe some Aussie cheese fries, and you're at $50 and you haven't even had your steak yet, right?
Right.
So you can go into Outback if you're on keto while you're not eating a blooming onion. I hope you're not eating a chocolate thunder from down under. And you're going to get a nice meal. You can probably get like
a better cut of steak.
Better cut of steak, and honestly, no problem covering two people, especially if you're both keto.
So how might they get this?
We're going to talk about that later. Hey, you got to watch to the end of the video because this is too good of a giveaway. I mean, this is a $50 Outback gift card.
All right.
Okay, so keep watching, and we'll slip in how we're going to give this away, what you have to do to enter, because we are doing it different than our other ones, because it is $50.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
But, you know, like I just said when you were talking about that, yeah, we were looking at going out for Mother's Day, and you're like, where we go? And it's going to be so busy everywhere, and we have just become people like, we don't even want to go out to eat. Like, I'd rather eat at home.
It's like Mother's Day is supposed to be like, I'm not supposed to be worried. I'm supposed to be at peace. And if I'm thinking like, where are we going to go? Like,
yeah, somebody was talking to us about, I guess we've never been there because like it became super popular after we went keto, but it's like they were going to Yardbird.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's a really popular place. And they're looking at, and like their signature dish is chicken and waffles.
Right.
And it's down in Miami. I think there's a couple of them, but there's the one is down in Miami. And it's like, I've seen pictures of it. I mean, okay, it's chicken and waffles. Come in. I mean, this is not like foie gras and like, you know, I'm going and getting some like, I'm eating antelope, right?
Do you feel the need to eat an antelope?
I'm just saying, it's not some super like high-end cuisine different. And that's $36. I'm like, $36 for chicken and waffles? What are you kidding me? I would much rather eat at home. It's like we had that barbecue at one point.
Uh-huh.
We paid $20 for that little bit of barbecue. Well, I could make a giant brisket for $20.
I'm gonna be watching you. I better not see any Yelp reviews for antelope restaurants.
But we just enjoy eating at home. So that's what we decided to do for Mother's Day. We're eating at home.
I'd like to put in my request for your chicken wings right now.
I don't know. I have an awful lot of meal prep already cooked.
Uh-oh.
So.
What? But it's Mother's Day. I get what I want.
We'll have to look. Okay, so let's do our comments. Okay, number 1, Tracy Robillard.
Hi, Tracy.
Okay, this was on last week's Keto on the Couch.
Uh-huh.
She said, Joe, you look great.
Aww.
This was talking about, because I'm talking about how I'm always so down on myself. Which
yeah.
I really am down on myself. I mean, I look at myself, and I still see the 285-pound guy. Like, I don't see the 180-pound guy. I see the 285-pound guy. So that is something I am working on. So thank you very much because, yeah, I only see the negatives in myself.
You know what I would like you to see when you look in the mirror?
What?
I'd like you to see the guy who is great with kids and enjoys serving people and sharing Jesus with folks. I'd like you to see the great cook that you are. I'd like you to see the great dad that you are. And if you're looking in the mirror this week, I would like you guys to see who you are on the inside and what a great citizen of the world you are. It's so much more than just our body on the outside. It's like what's going on the inside and what we're putting out into the world.
Right. Thank you. So she's like, we would much rather have you spending time making recipe videos than in the gym like Jason Whitrock.
There you go.
Amanda Brown. Hi,
Amanda.
She's like, I put pink salt in my empty Zip Fizz containers. That's
That
a
is
good
so
idea.
much smarter than toothpicks. That's what I was going to do.
Well, one of your friends, Beth, last week's subscriber of the week, said she puts
Ultima,
which we use the Ultima and the Keto Vitals. The Keto Vitals doesn't come in little pouches, but the Ultima does. But you pay so much more money to buy it in the pouches. Yeah, save the Zip Fizz containers and just pour it in that and have it on the go.
And that's going to be the same amount that you need.
And it fits in the top of your bottle.
Brilliant.
So she's like, I never knew how much salt you need on the keto diet and water fasting. Yes, you need a lot of sodium.
Yep.
So, Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Linda, you want to try that one?
Says.
No. I'm talking about the name.
Kinenberger.
Okay. I don't want to be the one that gets yelled at for like tearing up the name.
I'm just going to say it super confidently. That's how it is.
Kinenberger. See, she's like, thank you for incorporating a little scripture. God is good and he has blessed you. Yes, he has. Thank you very much. Yes. Ann N.
Hi, Ann. I love Ann.
She's like, I knew it. You guys do shop QVC. I saw that spatula and thought it looked like something I didn't buy. I'm not even sure why. I've seen Joe use a baking dish a couple of times that looks like Temptations, and I even mentioned it to my husband. Am I correct? Yes, you are correct. I'm banned from QVC. I'm not allowed to watch it unless Rachel's home.
Yeah, because he's like, yes, I need that. Yes, I need that.
I'm so bad. I mean, fortunately, now that we have 3 services on Sunday instead of 2, we don't get home in time for In the Kitchen with David.
Because we're in love with David Venable. Everything he suggests that we sell, he's so convincing. I feel like I need it.
The only problem is they've shifted to a lot of selling food.
And then I'm okay.
Which is good for us because we won't buy it. First of all, we wouldn't buy it before. I'm not paying $48 for 6 crab cakes.
Yeah.
But, we can't eat any of that stuff anyway. Like every year we bought Mrs. Printable's apples. This was the first year we didn't buy Mrs. Printable's apples.
Yeah?
Because 2 years ago we bought them and you're like, I'm going off keto to eat a Mrs. Printable's apple.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am so banned from watching it alone that if Rachel... Like, if we're watching In the Kitchen with David and Rachel gets up to go to the other room, she changes the channel and takes the remote with her.
He cannot be trusted.
And my iPad, because she's like, you'll go on the iPad and see what he's got.
They make it super convenient to purchase.
Yeah.
But...
They get really good kitchen gadgets that you can't get anywhere else, like that blender spatula.
Yeah, but when we were talking about, like, dishes that we need to get, we need to take a look at the Temptations, though. And
they would be good presentation
because they're pretty.
Yeah. So she's like, I also saw Joe open a lock and lock container. Those are my favorite containers. I actually literally got them all, and they had a really good deal at one point, like a clearance deal. And I went through the house and I cleaned house. I'm like, all the Rubbermaid containers, everything, all in the garbage. And every time somebody buys them, because somebody always gets them first for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
They immediately back out the door. I don't want that stuff. You lose the lids warp, they turn red. I love the lock and lock. And I like that they nest. Of course, we get into little disagreements in the house because I'm like, when you put away the dishes, please re-nest them. But nobody wants to. So then you open it up and it's like everything falls out.
A million. Yeah, it's like that closet with all of the sporting equipment in them that just kind of tumbles on top of your face.
But when you nest them, you don't lose the lids. That's why I like it. She's like, I agree with Rachel about grape favor. No, thank you.
Yes.
We bought a Zip Fizz assortment, and I told my husband I wouldn't purchase it unless he promised to drink all the grape. Artificial grape is just disgusting. But you even tried it the other day, mixing it with the orange. It was really good.
But again,
that's what I'm drinking right now.
Not grape on its own.
No. She's like, your videos are continuing to inspire me, and it's so much fun to watch a couple that supports one another.
Aw. So. Thank you.
Okay, so Tara Simpson.
Hi, Tara, again.
She's like, I have 2 cast iron skillets and a cast iron Dutch oven. I never use any of them. I would love to see a cast iron how-to video. How do I season them? How do I care for them? And how do I keep from burning everything that I put in them? Okay, yeah, we could definitely work on that. I love cast iron. I actually really, except for the fact that we had to now film this, was planning on going to Lake Crusette today. I may go tomorrow because they're having
How are you going to go tomorrow?
I'm just going to figure it out because they're having a really good Mother's Day sale, and I want a Dutch oven. I want a round Dutch oven. I mean, they had one that was like $150 off. I think it was down to like $50 or something like that. Seasoning, we use the Lake Crusette, so you don't usually have to season them because they have a special coating on them. But the way I still kind of season it a little bit, the way you season it is you rub it lightly with oil, you buff it in, and then you put it in your oven upside down. But there's tons of great YouTube videos on how to season your cast iron. Mm-hmm. The biggest key to seasoning is don't ever, 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 ever
let Rachel touch it.
Use soap in them, right? You want to cook with it. Rinse it out, take some water, even just taking a towel. If nothing is stuck to it, take a paper towel, wipe it, put a little bit of oil in it, put it back in the closet.
It just seems dirty.
Yeah, but you gotta remember though, every time you bring that thing back out and you put it on that stove, you're gonna kill all the bacteria with the heat.
I feel like
that is how you do it, because the longer you cook with it, the older it gets, the more non-stick it becomes. That thing will get to the point where, like, it is better than any non-stick pan you could buy.
I'm going to trust you on this.
I wish I knew what happened to your grandmother's. I would have loved that thing, because she, like, deep-fried chicken in it every day.
For, like, 60 years.
In bacon grease.
Okay.
As far as how do you keep everything from burning? Low. Like, you never want to cook cast iron on higher than a low to low-medium heat unless you're searing. Yep.
Okay.
If it's burning, if everything's sticking to it, you're cooking too high.
That's good to know.
So, but yeah, we can work on that. So, Keto Andy.
Hi, Andy.
I read this and I was like, am I being insulted or is it funny?
I'm sure they're trying to be funny.
I know he's trying to be funny, but I mean, it was just like, I don't know.
Well, what did he say?
Let me know. Were you trying to insult me?
Yeah.
No. I don't think he was. He's like, did you ever think that Rachel is a lousy cook because she knows that you're going to step in and take over?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
like,
because
maybe I'm fooling you.
Well, what it is the reason I'm saying, like, was he insulting me was because, and I noticed somebody actually made this comment this morning. I almost wish I pulled that comment back up. But when you were doing the stirring in the cheddar cheese biscuit, which is what this comes from, and I'm watching you beat the egg, and I'm just standing there watching you, and I finally just reach in and grab the fork because I'm like, you're not doing it right.
Right.
So I was like, is he insulting me because I took over?
No, I think that it seems impossible that anybody could be as bad of a cook as I am, but nope. It's for real.
But it was funny. So this morning, and this wasn't supposed to be in this video, that's why it's not, but I noticed Ann actually comment on the same thing. She was like, I saw Rachel stirring that egg and looking at your eyes, looking at her and go, he is about to take it. Yep, there he is. He took it.
I know, because like I don't even stir
because it literally takes me like 15 seconds to mix that thing up and stick it in there. And I'm like, am I gonna have to edit out because Rachel is beating an egg too long?
This is what happens when you don't know how to cook.
So he's like, this sounds like an old episode of Everybody Loves Raymond.
I loved that show.
That was a great show.
Patricia Heaton is one of my favorite actresses. I also liked her in The Middle. I felt like she was me as a mom in The Middle.
Yeah. Okay, All Smiles.
Hi, All Smiles. What a great name.
Yeah, I love that name. She's like, I love this. Rachel's quirkiness is the best.
Aw,
She's like, Rachel, I'm not a good cook either. I'm always trying to learn. My new quick and simple keto mix together is pork rinds with melted butter, cinnamon, and a keto-friendly sweetener. It's like cinnamon twist from Taco Bell. Super low carb, high fat, moderate protein, and all the health benefits from cinnamon.
Oh yeah, we need to make that.
I can't wait to watch more. Maybe we should make that so easy, even Rachel can cook it.
That seems like a perfect recipe for that. That is awesome. That sounds delicious.
That sounds really good. Lindsay Schruff.
Hi, Lindsay.
I also enjoy bars. Something about them makes my heart happy.
Aw, does it make your heart happy?
It does make my heart happy. My Kiss My Keto bar should be coming this week. Mine came yesterday.
Awesome.
Yep. And I immediately cracked open a box and we ate one in the car, right?
We did. We couldn't wait.
It was that. We had the chocolate peanut butter one. That was good.
I licked the wrapper.
You did. The only problem with them is they're not really good down here in South Florida in the car in the middle of the summer because literally by the time it was like the outer coating was literally melted walking from my front door to getting in the car.
It worked great for me because I licked the wrapper.
But if you have to drive,
oh, no.
you know,
Have
so
Joe drive for
I'm
you.
going to have to freeze them ahead of time when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So she's like, you know what would be a fun video is a pantry fridge tour. I don't know. We'd have to do a lot of cleaning.
Our refrigerator is dirty, like not with bad ingredients, but like
I started going through it going,
boy,
boy, there's a lot of stuff in here that we haven't used in a while. Because, you know, it gets shoved to the back. You forget it's there. Anthony, like, can't find, like, a thing of Italian dressing. So there's, like, 15 salad dressings that we don't eat any of them open.
I think there is, like, a jar of salsa from, like, the Carter administration that I'm just ignoring back there. It's just like, oh, how are you, sir? And then I just close the refrigerator and keep going.
Then you have my experiments. Like right now there's a jar of just like kefirs in there, like, but no milk because I don't want to make any kefir cheese right now. So you just see these like little curling bacterias in a jar in the back.
That's delightful.
So she was like, I'd like to see the snacks that you guys, all the snacks you guys keep on hand. You would be really actually disappointed. We can do this, but we don't keep a lot of snacks other than my bars, and I have meat sticks.
And pork rinds.
But pork rinds is even, that's only a once in a blue moon, usually because when we have pork rinds, Rachel will just take the bag and like, all of a sudden we went from 15 bags to no bags.
Right.
I didn't have any pork rinds. What happened to the pork rinds? I don't know.
I've been good this time.
You've been really good. They're sitting on my shelf. We've been using all those ones we got in that epic sale. And
Epic.
We've been just putting a little bit, just like 3 or 4 with a little bit of the Kite-Hilled cream cheese or putting them on top of our salads as a crunch. So we've been really good with that. But yeah, we don't really do a lot of snacks. Our snacks, because number one, we do intermittent fasting, so we don't snack constantly throughout the day.
It's part of our meal.
So any snacks we have is usually part of like our meal. We do have the Smart Cakes, which we will use as a midweek. I hate to say they're a dessert because they're 30 calories.
Yeah.
It's not like a super indulgent dessert.
We don't.
We will use them.
We'll eat those and it not be Friday.
Yeah, we will use them maybe twice a week, once to twice a week. What we'll do is we'll be like, hey, today was a super low carb day. We have enough in our total carbs left that we can each have 1 cake.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll do is we'll each have 1 cake. It's like a little bit of it's a with dinner snack.
You know what I like when we're eating something spicy and then we have that cake? Because I always want to eat something sweet after a spicy dish.
But we can, I think we can do that and go through
what do we got?
What we have, and go through our pantry, all the different things we have. I'm gonna have to clean out my pantry first. We're gonna have to clean out our pantry soon anyway, since we're gonna have to tent our house for termites. So that would probably be a good time to do it. So she's like, I'm also just curious to see your bar stash. That I could do, except for Rachel may divorce me when she sees my bar stash.
He probably has a very inappropriate level of bars in his house.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. And again, we're going to do that video on all the different bars.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vivid J, how different do you think it would come out to make your brisket, I guess it's the brisket, on a gas grill, but then set the temperatures the same? I honestly have never been a very good grill person.
I think a lot of people have a misconception that like wood pellet grilling is like a step up, and if you're like a master barbecuer, it's like the next in the evolution of cooking. But it's actually
it's the opposite.
If you're a novice, go to the
wood pellet grilling is grilling for dummies. That's me.
So
like,
easy.
I can cook.
Rachel can grill on
I can cook inside, but yeah, I mean, to me, a master griller is those guys in the backwoods of Louisiana or Georgia, or you know, where they're like going out into the woods and building a fire, and then they just sit there with their beers and hang out all day, and for like 18 hours roast a brisket.
Yeah.
You know, that's grilling, and it can taste like store-bought.
And they know, like, I'm going to add this stick, and it's going to impact in this way.
That is awesome. We actually, I mean, when I got this thing, I mean, we had one of those big old, we had gotten where they took a hot water heater. And that's the kind of people that need to, if you know how to use that, I didn't know how to use that.
A converted hot water heater, because we
Yeah.
are all class,
But
yo.
I mean, the problem was it took like 5 bags of charcoal to grill hamburgers because it was really made for like, yeah, cooking a whole pig all day.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how to do a grill because I don't know how you can maintain the temperature. I guess if you have a good enough one, but you can do it in the oven. It's just all low temperature. You're just not going to get that woody flavor.
Yeah.
Um,
But the wood pellet grill allows you to maintain that temperature the whole time because
Right.
it will add enough pellets to keep it.
Yeah. So, same topic. My keto sheen. Oh my
Hi, Mai.
goodness, that looks amazing. I'm watching this while eating breakfast, and I put my fork down. Why am I eating eggs when I should be eating brisket?
Aw.
I don't own a smoker yet. I'm gonna go talk sweet to the hubs. Maybe he'll let us get a smoker if I promise to cook barbecue often.
Let me tell you,
How do you think I got that thing?
Joe sweet talks me with meat talk, and it convinces me to do all kinds of things.
I
because-
had that other smoker. I had that other grill, which I was just using as a barbecue grill, but I got it, and I didn't pay a lot of money for it, but I was barely using it because, again, it was like, oh my gosh, it takes an hour to light this thing. It's an entire bag of charcoal to make like 6 hamburgers, and I'm done. And so I begged her for this grill. My sister had gotten a Traeger, and I'm like, I've heard about them. And then I was researching the price of the Traegers, and I'm like, no.
He ultimately got the pellet grill because he whispered sweet brisket in my ear.
Yep, I was like, I promise, I will cook on this thing, and I won't have to cook in the house anymore.
All
And
of
she
these
was like,
things.
sold. But honestly, since getting it, like we cook on that thing 2-3 times a week. Even when I make just simple hamburgers, it's faster to go fire that thing up than cook it in the house and have to worry about the grease splattering, especially when you're cooking 80-20, 75-25 hamburgers.
So you've made good on your promise.
I've made good on my promise. If you are going to get a grill, if you're looking at any kind of a grill, I highly, highly, highly recommend getting a pitboss smoker grill.
We're not affiliated
We're
with them.
not affiliated with them all. I'm super impressed by that. And again, I know the biggest name out there is actually Traeger.
But we are not a name brand
We're
sort
not
of
a name
folk.
brand people, but here's the thing about Traeger. Okay, Traeger's right now running on their name. They are the ones who invented it. They're the ones who had the patents on it. And then once the patents ran out, like all these companies started making pellet things. And Joe Traeger sold his company off. And he then ended up moving over to Louisiana Grills, which is who makes Pit Boss, and he basically designed all the Pit Bosses.
So if you want a Traeger grill and you buy a Pit Boss grill, you are having a Traeger grill.
Right. But difference between the Traeger, real quick, between the Traeger and the Pit Boss. Traeger only has a 3-year warranty. Pit Boss has a 5-year warranty. Traegers are a pain in the neck to put together. Pit Bosses are super easy. They're both built very well. Traegers, you can only really smoke on them. You can't barbecue on them because they don't have any way to expose to the flame. Pit Boss added this little flame broiler where you slide the plate back and you can get exposure to the flames.
Fire can come up.
Yep, and you can get the flames like searing on your meat or getting a flame broiler on your burgers or something like that.
Sold.
Yep.
I'm sold.
And the Pit Bosses have a 5-year warranty.
He has to say
And
that
they're
twice.
cheaper. They're cheaper. I mean, when I'm talking about cheaper, I mean the one that I want to get right now, it's like $500, and then the closest one that Traeger sells is 1,000, and it's 300 square inches smaller.
That is a huge price difference.
So save $500, get more cooking space, get a better warranty, and you can do more with it.
Again, I don't need the
It
name.
is worth the investment. I promise, will use it every day.
Yeah.
Because you can smoke meats, especially if you're going to stay keto. 2 more.
Okay.
Gail.
Hi, Gail.
There is no such thing to me as leaving it out too long.
Oh, we're talking about the ice cream?
We're talking about the ice cream. Unless it turns to milk. My personal preference for ice cream is soft serve texture.
I love soft serve.
The way that looked was just perfect to me. Joe, have you ever thought of coming up with a simple, rich, homemade ice cream recipe? I have. I've tried making a couple. I'm working on one right now with avocado. That'll make it super creamy. You won't taste the avocado, I promise.
I was going to say, because we had some cookies once that was like, it's avocado. And I was like, I think it is avocado. Yeah, I can tell.
That's because it was the cocoa. I need to make it without the chocolate.
Yeah.
But I am working on one. The thing about it, I would, if I do a recipe for ice cream, I want it to be no churn because a lot of people don't have churns.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it's just a matter of getting that right consistency and stuff like that. And for me, it just ended up for us coming down to the ingredients cost as much as it is to go buy it in the store, especially now that Publix is carrying Rebel Creamery.
Do you know how much I love that it's like I'm going to be concentrating all of my efforts on ice cream research? That makes me happy.
So she said, I doubt I'll ever be able to afford these expensive keto ice creams.
Well, then we're going to make sure we come up with a good recipe.
I know we look insane spending $6, $7, $8 on ice cream. But again, like I said, we don't go out to eat.
Yeah.
And we don't even do coffee. Like, our extent of going out for coffee
Like
is stopping at Wawa.
Drinking coffee right now, but yeah.
No, we stop at Wawa. We don't do the Starbucks. We don't do Panera Bread. We don't do any of that stuff.
I've got news for you. Wawa coffee, for those people who drink it black like I do, you're a coffee lover, obviously. Wawa is some of the best coffee I've ever had.
And this is from somebody who would only ever drink Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, no. Now I go back to Dunkin' Donuts and I'm like, not as good as
Yeah,
Wawa.
so literally, yeah, we do spend $6 to $9 a week on ice cream, but that's our treat for the week. As opposed to, I used to drink a Starbucks a day, and I'm talking about a Frappuccino.
Yeah.
I mean, I drank so many of those things at one point I had like 290 stars, right? Where I would go in and get all the free ones. I mean, how bad was it? So our budget went way down. That's why we can justify it because we spend a tenth of what we used to on like going out for stuff.
Just not watching QVC all the time and not going to Starbucks. We could be
not buying taquitos.
Millionaires.
She's like, also the boobs was hilarious.
My boobs are hilarious. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking now that you say that about like we're gonna do the live. You want to do a live thing, like a live stream?
Me uncensored may not be good.
I don't know about that's such a good idea. You know, there are a lot of boob jokes that come out of her mouth that get edited out of these videos.
There's a lot of things that get edited out of these videos.
The funny ones make the outtakes, but some of the ones are so bad I can't ever put them in an outtake.
I would just like to apologize ahead of time. If we do this, I'm gonna have to rein it in.
It's the last one. And I'm putting this one in here, keeping in mind what we were just talking about. But I was cracking up laughing reading this one for so many reasons.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is from Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
She's like, oh my gosh, once again, I was absolutely cracking up when Rachel shared about her boobs.
Oh.
This is probably way more TMI than you would care to hear, and I'm going to apologize to both of you in advance.
I love TMI.
And you better be apologizing to all of our subscribers right now. But when I lost all of my weight, I too had some loose skin issues.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, not nearly as much as I was expecting. Go figure. And like the two of you, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, come on. I'm almost 63 years old.
It's gonna happen.
And I'm gonna have loose skin anyway. I'm just trying to picture a 63-year-old woman sitting here typing this, talking about her boobs in public. It's like your mom. Is there any chance your mom is gonna go into public and tell you anything about her boobs?
Yes, she totally would.
She's like, the shocker for me was this. So, yes, my boobs no longer look as full or as perky as they used to since losing all the weight. I thought a good bra, like the one that would enhance in shape, would make a difference.
I think she's me.
And in an effort to prove this to myself, one evening before showering, I attempted to replicate the look while observing the results in the mirror. Shock of shocks. Instead of a nice-looking chest, I created what looked like a perfect bookshelf.
Oh my gosh.
A perfect uppercase letter L. It was scary, depressing, and hilarious all at the same time.
That is awesome.
You're right, though, Rachel. Good undergarments make all the difference, especially if they're heavily padded.
Let me tell you, there's a lot of fashion shows going on in front of my bathroom mirror as I am trying to figure out, like, how things need to work in my outfits. And so, yeah. Exactly.
I get up Sunday morning and there's like 50 outfits laid across the bed
because
after she's left. I'm like, what did you do? I couldn't find something that made me look good.
Yeah, things like I gotta move things around going on here with like the skin. You gotta take a lot, even your legs and your butt, everything. So, but yeah, I was watching Turner Classic Movies this past week. And they had like a Jane Mansfield movie, and if you've ever seen Jane Mansfield, like you have to like notice her chesticles like it's a thing, right? Like, kind of she was known for this. But back then, the fashion of the day was they should look like two triangles, right? So I'm noticing that sometimes when I'm trying to make things work, things look like triangles. Sometimes they look like trapezoids and rhombuses because I can't quite get it right. So yeah, like definitely, it doesn't always work out the way that I want them to work out. Sometimes you're gonna get a bookshelf and an L. I don't get alarmed until I've made a T or an O with my brassieres. There you go.
Well, that was the last one. So that is our video for today. If you
Not
like
quite.
what do you mean not quite?
Not quite. We still have to go over
Oh,
how
that's right,
are
the
they
gift
gonna
card.
win the giveaway.
I forgot. Somehow this ended up being longer than last night.
It happens.
Okay, so $50 Outback gift card.
How are they gonna get it?
How are we gonna get it? Okay, number one, you have to be subscribed to our channel.
Obviously.
You got to be subscribed to our channel. This is not, they didn't give us this, we bought this, so you don't have to go subscribe to Outback Steakhouse.
No, you do not.
Subscribe to our channel. You have to like this video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to like the video.
Because we're using the likes.
We're gonna use the likes to give it away. And listen, this is $50. This isn't like, a couple of meal replacement bars. So I looked, the average Keto on the Couch gets about 250 views.
Okay, cut it in half maybe?
So we're gonna cut it in half. It's gotta get 125 likes.
That could take forever.
Could take forever. I don't know. We put 50 on the 500 subscriber giveaway box, and I was really disappointed that we hit that in a day.
Why were you disappointed? I was so excited.
Because I wanted more people to have a chance.
Oh, okay.
So I want this to last for a little while. I know my luck is it's not. So I hope that you've watched all the way to the end. Otherwise, you're not going to know that you have to hit the like. But if you do, you might want to let people know because it's got to hit 125 to give it away.
Man, I hope we break the record and it's over within 24 hours.
So 125 likes, we will give it away.
Mm-hmm.
And are we just going to give it away on the next Keto on the Couch? Is that what we're going to do? Or are we going to do a special video? I guess we'll just do a special video.
We'll do a special video.
Because once it hits 125, we want to cut it off, right?
Yeah.
So.
But you have to comment.
Yeah, so you're going to have to, the way we're going to know is you have to comment down below. And do us a favor, don't just write comment or like,
we did get
hi.
that last time.
We did get that. Like, they literally said comment.
Send us a question you want us to answer.
Ask us a question, encouraging, just like, hey, thanks for everything you're doing. Just do something. And also, just replying to somebody else's comment won't enter you into the contest.
Because we're going to look at the individual feeds.
Because, yeah, we got to look at the individual because it's just easier for me that way. So it's got to be your own comment. And also, you have to live in the United States.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So that's about it. So we hit 125 likes. We'll do just a quick, we'll give it away.
Yeah.
That day.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
So that is our video for today. Hopefully you liked what we did. Hopefully we didn't annoy you too much. We tried our best. Hopefully this one taped. If you like what you saw, do us a favor, hit the like button down below.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
I was just playing with this and pulled the card off the back.
We can't let him touch things.
Make sure you check out all of our social media as well as our website, which is twocrazyketos.com.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.